Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brady Young, and we're just going to go right ahead into this video and why the title is the way it is. Well, I mean, you can probably gather an idea of what this is going to be about. I mean, I wasn't really subtle with the title. I mean, be you. But I read this quote, and it's by Oscar Wilde, and it goes, "Be yourself, everyone else is already taken." So I read the quote and I just thought to myself, how can that be applied to today's society? How can it be applied to everyone, really? That got me thinking, you know, we see a lot of people online, we see a lot of people on Hollywood, and we just see our own friends and we try to be like them. We try to stop being ourselves and start trying to be other people. Now, how do we be other people? How do we stop being ourselves? Well, that can be a number of things. Some of those can be we act certain ways. We completely act a different way that we don't normally act. We try to act certain ways to make people like us more, or we even talk certain ways. We say certain things, and sometimes that can be actually putting people down. We can start being mean or just doing things that we shouldn't be doing just to be cool. And sometimes that can even be peer pressure just to be someone we're not. Another way that we start being a different person altogether is sometimes we spend more money than we actually should. We promote in today's society living extravagantly, traveling around the world, buying the best looking car, the fastest car, looking certain ways, buying the most expensive clothes. And that's all well and good, but if you don't have the money and you want to fit in, you could easily go into debt trying to be someone you're not, which is just not good. If you can't afford certain things, then buy what you can only afford. Those are just some of the few ways that we stop being ourselves and start being other people. For me, it was so many different things as well. I actually got called out on that the one time of me trying to be a different person, me not being myself. So it was at youth group. And during the worship, I kind of just went to the back just to be by myself. I don't know if I was upset or something. All I know is I was just by myself. And one of the other high schoolers, he came up to me and he just said, "Brady, I just feel like God is telling me to tell you that you're putting on all these different masks so people around you like you. And you know what? You just need to start taking all them off and just being yourself." And that hit me hard because I realized in that moment, later that night, well, not in that moment, but also later that night and throughout the rest of that week, that I was like, you know what? It's very true. I'm doing all these different things so people like me. I am trying to be a people pleaser, which when you start trying to be someone that you're not just so people around you like you, it's actually eating away at you. It was eating away at me. Sometimes why do we put on those masks? Well, sometimes we don't like ourselves, and that's an actual low self-esteem issue, but I'm not going to get into that too much because I'm actually going to be doing a video on that later this week, so stay tuned for that. But it is very true that sometimes we don't think of ourselves, we don't think we're that great. We don't have that confidence in ourselves, which is, we need to start thinking that, you know what, we are awesome because who you are is awesome. There's no better person that you can be than the person that you see in the mirror. When you wake up in the morning, because I started thinking to myself, you know, I'll do this. And I still do it at times where, you know, I look at myself in the mirror and I just go, you know what, you're awesome. You're an amazing person. I've said this in a couple videos before where, you know what, just start boosting yourself. Just start talking yourself up. Not to a point where you just get this huge ego, but just so you start getting that boost. And it does help. Like, literally, there's no better person that you can be than yourself. There's no better person than the person you see in the mirror. And if your friends come in the mirror, push them out of the way so you can only see yourself. But one thing about when you start taking off those masks and you stop being everyone else and you start being yourself, you start realizing how freeing it is. Because once you start realizing who is in the mirror and you start realizing that the person that's looking back at you in the mirror is awesome, oh, it's so freeing, you guys. It's so amazing. Because once you start ignoring what society tells you, life just gets better. You start being happier because we live in this society that tells you you need to look a certain way, you need to act a certain way, you need to own certain things just to be cool. And then we go broke. We get in debt for the stupidest things. We try to own the biggest house. If you live alone, don't own a mansion. Like for me, if I had lots of money, I'm not buying like a 5 bedroom house. Like I'm buying probably, well, I'm gonna rent a condo. Like, because I'm not gonna go outside of my limits just so people are like, oh my gosh, you're the coolest. Like, no. Like, we live in this day and age where we promote how you need to be. We have so many people that actually don't like themselves because society is telling them you don't fit in, which is so dumb. Society is promoting the wrong image. Society is promoting a be someone else image. Society needs to start promoting a be yourself. We need as a society to start just loving on people. Because once you start loving on people, people realize, you know what, I am awesome. So my challenge for all of you watching this is to just look at yourself in the mirror and start saying nice things. Start talking amazing about yourself. Start seeing yourself differently. If there are 99 people that love you for you, and there's one person that doesn't like you for you, that is not your problem, that is their problem. The 99 people are the ones that are supporting you. So again, but my challenge to you guys today, to everyone watching, look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself that you are amazing. Look at yourself in the mirror. Do it right now. Pause this video, go look in the mirror and tell yourself, you know what, I'm awesome. I'm amazing. I'm the best I can be. I am unique. And that's it. That's all you need to do. Start doing that daily and you will start seeing a change. You will start accepting yourself because it is sometimes a self-esteem. But we will get in on that later this week. So if you like this video, then you know what to do. Give it a like, comment down below, even subscribe to stay tuned for more, because I will be bringing you more content later this week. Remember, it's all in positivity. Thank you for watching.